Well, welcome to Eagles Soaring High special live broadcast. And I'm introducing to my live broadcast Real Talk with Minister Antoine Williams and my special guest, Lisa Real Spills. She will be here shortly, but let me take the time to welcome all of you that have come and have shown up just for the support. I thank you. We have an interesting show for you this afternoon. By the way, happy, happy, happy Saturday. I hope that your day is going well thus far. I hope and pray that you're enjoying the weather that we have. It's beautiful outside. The sun is shining, and there is a nice, cool breeze to keep you cool out there in the hot sun. It's just a privilege as well as an honor to be here every chance I get, every moment that I get to come and to share with you all something informative, an interesting topic, a sermon, a story, Moni. No matter whatever it is, I do it as unto the Lord. So I'm excited and I'm filled with joy and I'm ready to dive right into this live. But while we wait on Sister Lisa to come, um, I'm gonna give you a little background history on this subject that and the reason why I wanted to bring it back and have this conversation. Uh, when I first started out my channel, this particular night, I could not sleep at all. So I got on YouTube. And when I got on YouTube, it looked like every video that I clicked on, every video that I clicked on, uh, it was it was sisters calling each other that infamous B word that ends with itch. Yeah. So I I decided to come and have this conversation once again. Uh, but today I decided to have it uh, live and in living color. I see my sister have arrived, so I'm going to put her up on the screen.
Live, Angel. He was waiting on me.
No, it's okay.
No, it's
It's okay, my sister.
okay, my sister. Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you doing
Hello,
this
how are you
afternoon?
doing this afternoon? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you? I made the wake up call. I'm doing great.
I am great
I
too.
am great too.
And the fact that I've
And the
made
fact that I've made
the wake up call.
the wake up call. Yes.
So I was just telling
I was
them
just telling
and
them
giving them a little
and giving them a little
history of why I decided to
history
do
of why
this
I decided to do
video,
this
this
video.
live, rather.
Okay. It's live, brother.
So
So
we're going to dive right
we're gonna
into
dive
the
right into the
conversation shortly.
conversation shortly. All right.
All right. So,
God bless everyone on this morning. God
yeah,
bless everybody. Yeah. I can't see the chat. I
you
don't know
can't
why.
see the chat.
You can't see the chat.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Okay, where are the comments? Okay,
Don't
there's.
worry about it. I can lead. I can. Hey, I can follow you.
So, yes,
So
I
yes,
did.
I did.
Was watching all
Was
these
watching all these
videos,
videos.
and the sisters kept
And the
calling
sisters kept
themselves.
calling themselves.
Hold on.
Hold on.
All right. It's okay. It's all right.
It's okay. It's
He's
alright.
my nephew is still here,
My
so
nephew is still here, so
what you just heard was a
what you just heard
tablet.
was a tablet. Right.
But
It's all
this
good.
this is
This
what happened.
this is what happened.
I was up one night and I was
One night and
watching
I was
these
watching
videos
these videos
on YouTube, and
on
every
YouTube, and
video
every
I clicked
video I
on,
clicked on,
it looked like they
it
were
looked like
calling
they
each
were
other
calling
this
each other
B
this
infamous B
the
word
infamous B
that
word
ends with
that
itch.
ends with itch.
And I was trying
And
to
I was
understand
trying to
why
understand why
that was.
that was.
So I
So
came up on
I
my
came up
channel
on my channel
and did this
and did
video
this video
called uh,
called uh,
When Did It Become
When Did It Become
Acceptable
Acceptable
for Women to
for
Call
Women to Call
Themselves
Themselves
infamous B word that
infamous B
ends with
word that
itch?
ends with itch?
And because I was having the
And because I was
conversation
having a
with
conversation
me
with
and
me
this
and
camera,
this camera,
I thought that I would
I thought that
pull
I would
this topic back
pull this
up
topic back up
and have this
and have
conversation
this conversation
with someone
with someone
of
of the con- uh,
of the character
of the
and
character
class
and class
and tact
and tact
uh,
uh,
that is a very
that is a
strong
very strong
woman that
woman
don't
that don't
that don't
that
sugarcoat
don't
anything,
sugarcoat anything,
but she just comes straight
but she
out
just comes
for
straight
it.
out.
She a straight
She a
shooter
straight
with
shooter
no chaser,
with no chaser,
and that's what I
and
like
that's what I like
about my
about
sister,
my sister,
my friend,
my friend,
the one who I
the one who I
collaborate with all the
collaborate with
time.
all the time.
She is no stranger
She
to
is no
YouTube
stranger to YouTube
nor to my channel.
nor to my channel.
So I
So
want to
I want to
introduce to you
introduce to you
my friend, my
my
sister,
friend, my sister,
Lisa Real
Lisa
Spears.
Real Spill. Thank you, my brother. This is a good conversation. This is a good piece to have because we do need to address things like this. You know,
Yes,
I'm glad that you plugged into this. Hi, Sorry, how you doing today? Thanks for being here with us. We
yes,
appreciate you.
yes, we do.
Um, and let's go into it.
Yes, let's go right
Yes, let's
into
go
this
right
video.
into this. Raw, uncut, no chaser.
That's
Okay.
right.
That's right.
Let
First of all,
Go ahead.
oh, okay, go ahead.
No,
No,
you
go ahead and
can.
finish. You was getting ready to say something else.
Yeah, I was just going to throw out the question: when did it become acceptable for women to adapt and obtain this this type of name, and then not only wear it proudly, but they feel like they can call every other woman the same thing?
Well, me myself, when I was coming up, that we didn't do that, okay? But I'm gonna tell you what
Exactly.
I noticed when the things started to shift. The music, the
Yes.
videos. This is when things seem to shift to, you know, black women being bitches and hoes,
Right.
right? This seems like this is when all of this change is when the music, okay, started
Yes.
to classify black women as bitches and hoes.
Right.
Okay. And so then later on, it seemed like it started being used as a greeting, like, what's up, my nigga? What's up, my bitch? That's my
Right.
bitch, right? Because
Right.
I've been guilty of it. I've
Okay.
been guilty of when I was out there in the streets and I seen, my homegirls and what's up, and everything. I'd be like, what's up, my bitch? What's going on?
Right.
And it was doing it. I was doing it unconsciously.
Right.
To be honest with you, I didn't even really realize, what in the hell is you saying, Lisa? You know what I mean? Until
Right.
I started changing my life and my thinking. And so that's when, I was like, oh no, this is not acceptable. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, but a lot of people uh don't want to change their mindset.
Right.
A lot of people are not woke to what's really going on.
Right.
They think they live in life. When they see the videos and they calling the women bitches and hoes, they
Right.
think they living. They think they living. That they hit, they down,
Right.
right?
Right.
And really, you're not. You're degrading yourself.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you.
Another thing that goes on is that uh they seem to think. Wait a minute, no. Let me
Take
let
your
me go
time,
back a
sis.
little bit.
Take your time. It's all right.
Let's go back to the inner self.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When your inner self again is jacked up, you accept things as somebody calling you a bitch or a hoe.
Come on now.
Okay. We have so many of our women who deal with abuse and don't even know that that's what's going on.
Yes.
You know, they get into an argument with their man, and the first thing he out, you bitch, you hoe,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and some of them, think that it's okay.
Yeah.
They think it's okay. Y'all, he calling you a bitch and a hoe 1 minute, and then the next minute y'all in the bed.
Right.
And then you on the phone talking to your girlfriend. Girl, we got into it. He called me a bitch and all that. Then I had to whip this thing on him and bring him back to reality.
Right.
So they think it's all right until it start getting physical.
Exactly.
Then they go into a state of being scared. Now they scared.
Mm-hmm.
But still, they even with the physical, they start thinking it's okay for them to be fighting each other and calling each
Right.
other out their name and all this. You know,
Right.
so it's just a matter of that. Some of us as women have to wake up and recognize that that's not okay.
Exactly.
That's not okay. But I think the videos and the music played a lot
Yes.
in it. Played a big part in that.
So let me ask this, because this is intriguing to me. Do you think that because of the music and the videos, and that the use of this word, even though it's such a negative meaning to it, that it's now become a badge that they wear, and they wear it
Uh-huh.
proudly?
Uh-huh.
Because
It's like a badge of honor.
yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's like a badge of honor that some of them do. Some
Yeah,
of them think like that.
yes,
That it's okay because I heard in the music and the videos, you
right.
know. So automatically, like I say, the people fail to realize that music and stuff can play on the mind,
I'm going to
and
let
people don't
go
they
ahead.
they don't recognize that.
Yes, let
But
me.
what you listen to, what you keep listening to all the time, right?
Right.
Is there is an echo, brother. She said there's an echo.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
So
We'll just
okay.
mute and
And then when you talk, I'll mute.
right. So let me
Okay.
mute myself.
Okay. But there is a for some reason, people fail to realize that music does a lot of damage. Um, what you listen to, it does affect the mind. And some people don't want to recognize that. So when this bitch and whole thing came along with the music and then the videos and stuff, it kind of took over. Now I don't know if the white community do it. You know, I can't say because I'm not around white people, but uh, so that's a question that's kind of up in the air. I don't know if they do it or not, but I know it affects the black community a lot. And and a lot of people, even I'm not just going to say women, I'm going to say men too, because some men think it's okay to call a woman a bitch or a hoe. You hear some of them say, man, look at that bitch, that hoe thinks she's something. you know like they say it like it's the thing to say, but it's not. It's a very ugly word. It's a degrading term. I don't care how you flip it or put it in a sentence. I don't care. They are degrading words. I'm not a bitch, I'm not a hoe. Don't call me that. Point blank, period. I stopped saying that years ago. Like I said, when I was out there, yeah, I did used to say it to my homegirls. We used to say it to each other. We used it like if we was greeting each other. But as time went on, like I said, when I started to get clean and stuff like that, and doing work on myself, I look back at some of the stuff and I was like, my God, was I really saying that to people? You know, but hey, yeah, I went through that. I was
Right.
guilty of that. But like I said, the videos, the music is what started it all. That's where it's all started from for me. When I started seeing it in the videos and the music, uh, that's when it seemed like it took off. You know what I mean? And you just started seeing everybody, you
Yeah.
started hearing it everywhere, you know? So, but it's not, it's very degrading, and people need to, nip it in the bud. Like really. Because I feel like what you allow people to say to you is what you're feeling on the inside.
Yes.
Now that's how I feel. When you let people call you bitches and hoes and stuff, that's because it's something about you on the inside you're not feeling too great about yourself. Because you let somebody call me a bitch today, and we're gonna be fighting. Either you're gonna whip my ass or I'm gonna whip yours. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking mouth. Don't call me that. I ain't called you that. Don't call me that. Let's keep it respectful. But you got some who still, they look at it as though it's an honor to be called a bitch or a hoe. Oh, Cardi B talks about it. Cardi B does this, and Cardi B does that. Megan Thee Stallion does this and says that. And this is, like I said, the music, the videos played a big part in it.
Yes. I agree. And when I first started this subject on my channel, I looked back in time and my mind went back to a interview that Snoop Dogg had done. And that's when they were saying that when Snoop Dogg and others had started using it, that's when it became a popular thing to use. Uh, a popular word to just throw out there, like you say, Lisa, like like you're greeting your friends and you're greeting each other. But then you want to take on, as a woman, you want to take on that word, uh, take on that infamous B word that ends in it. You want to take it on and wear it like a badge. But the moment it gets out of hand and things go left and a person calls you that, now you upset about it. And I feel like, why why would you call yourself something such as that and then get upset when another person in anger then in turn calls you that name? But you were just wearing it proudly. You was wearing it like it was a Emmy and Oscar, uh, some type of great reward. What changed with that meaning, with you calling yourself that and being called one? I know it's a difference, and I understand it. Um, but what goes through a woman's mind after she done claimed it and wears it as a badge? But then when a man is trying to get her attention or whatever, or another sister, they get into a falling out and then call them that. What it what what makes it so insulting then? Because the meaning and the meaning of the word never changed. Just because we we in this modern day time, in this time, this generation have adapted to taking such derogatory words and trying to reshape them and remake them and then call ourselves trying to give them a new meaning to them, where in our mindsets that it's positive, but the meaning never changed. It still means the same thing. A female dog. It it's still insulting to even call yourself that. When you came out the womb of your mother didn't name you that. So how is it that they bring about try to separate the two from the other when it all still remains the same?
Well, what happens is, for them in their mind, the way you using it. And what I mean by that is, when they are greeting someone, it's what's up, my bitch. It's my bitch right here, right? But then the minute somebody say,
Right.
man, you bitch, who you talking to? You's a punk bitch, right? Then that's when it
Right.
all changes. Right? Now you being disrespected. Now you feel like you being disrespected because now you put on the spot and they saying it to you out loud. Like they getting loud on you and telling you you are a punk bitch and you this
Right.
bitch and you know. So now you're being put on the spot. So now it's like, I'm being you disrespecting me, but you're disrespecting yourself also. That's what people don't want to realize.
Yes.
They want to
Yes.
put on it what they want to put on it. They want to make it the way they want to make it.
Come on,
But at the
sis.
end of the day, it's all disrespectful. You know, you can't what like just like you just said, the meaning never changes. It's their mind, the way they want to look at it. It's okay if your girlfriend pull up and say, "What's up, my bitch?" You
Right.
know, that's fine. But then when a man says, "Oh, you acting like a bitch," you know, or what, or something like that, you know, then all of a sudden now you mad. But if he
Right.
was, you know, if he was your man and he was saying, "Baby, you my pretty bitch," it would be, you know, there's
Right.
no difference. It's they make the difference how they want to look at it. It's no difference. It's
Mm-hmm.
all disrespectful. It's all degrading. That's why I said to this day, if you call me that B word, you better be able to whip my ass. And I can take a ass whipping. Because I can't beat everybody. But I'm a fighting ass sister. I'll take my chances.
Right.
You know, I'll take my chance. You call me that B word, it's on and popping. It's disrespectful. It's degrading. I don't care what nobody say. It is. And we got to get out of that. We got to get out of that world, that mindset of thinking that the B words and the whole word, it's okay. It's all right. It's not. It's not. Respect yourself.
That's right. Come on,
Respect
sis.
yourself. And then you don't have to worry about other people disrespecting you. But when you disrespect yourself, how can you get mad when somebody else disrespects you?
That's right. Come on.
How you mad when you disrespect yourself all the time? It doesn't make sense. It's not making sense how they flip that word around. It just don't make sense.
That's right.
It's disrespectful on every levels. For me, it's disrespectful. It's degrading.
Yes.
But some of you accept it when you want to. You accept that word when you want to. When you think it's okay. When you think it's all right, you accept it.
I
But
know
then
she
when you
said
feel
she's
like
going
you're
to get.
being, but then when you feel like you're being disrespected, now you want to fight. You want to flare up.
Right.
It's disrespectful all the way around. Whether you disrespecting yourself or somebody disrespecting you, the word is disrespectful. Just like that nig word. I don't know if I can say it, but
No, don't say it, because I will be upset if somebody come after you over saying that we not gonna do that. I don't want to
okay.
have to cuss nobody out over you.
Well, you know, I don't worry about that. We having a conversation. And if your
Right.
feelings are that sensitive, maybe you shouldn't be listening.
Well, you know what?
Because
Go
we
ahead.
are having a conversation, you know.
You
But
know what?
I'm gonna respect it.
No, no,
I
no,
want to be
no, no, no.
respectful because this is your
Wait.
channel, baby.
Wait. You know what? That's not how we play that. That's not how we play that. You can go ahead. Say, I wish somebody. I got your back. Go ahead and say it.
Thank
It's
you.
okay. Because if you don't,
Just like
if
okay.
If you don't, it won't be authentic, and it won't be you won't be your
Right.
genuine self. So go ahead, be your genuine self, sis.
Okay. Thank you. So just like the nigger word, right? We use it a greeting. But then when somebody outside of us say it, they out of order. And let me say this before everybody get their panties in a bunch. Okay. I understand that word had a lot to do with us being oppressed, coming from the masses or the white folks, rather. You know, I do understand all of that. So, please don't try to come for me like I'm stupid. I understand where that word stemmed from. But I feel as though that word should be taken out of our vocabulary altogether. That's just my opinion. I feel like that word needs to be taken out of our vocabulary altogether. Because for me, it's degrading to us. It's degrading to us. And right, Tari said Miss Lisa talking about the social context and using the word right. Exactly. It's degrading to us, and it says nothing about us that's good. That word came from a bad place. And I feel like we need to let it go and let it stay where it came from. I really do. That's my opinion. I do, because I feel like holding on to old baggage from bad how can I put it? Holding on to stuff from something that happened bad to us, it doesn't help us at all.
That's right.
But we have taken that word and used it as a greeting, another greeting word. What's up, my nigga? That's my nigga. This is how they used it in the streets. And I feel like we need to let that word go, because we didn't make that word up. They made that word up. Let them have it. It does nothing for us. It doesn't speak on how good we are as people, how intelligent we are, or any of that. It does nothing for us. All it reminds us of is slavery, oppressed. Am I lying, though?
You telling the truth.
And that's a word, that's another word. We need to let it go. We need to get it out of our vocabulary. It doesn't do anything for us. See, we got to get to a point where it's though we deserve better. We know our worth. We deserve better, and we're going to get better. That's what we got to look at it. That's how we got to look at things. But so many of us are stuck in a rut. We always talking about what happened in slavery. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're supposed to forget about those things. But what I am saying is that we got to stop using those things for excuses. And we got to figure out a way to get out of what we into.
Yes.
Because sometimes I feel like we use those things for excuses to stay where we're at. And we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that. That's hindering us. Change our mindset. Start putting new stuff into our mindset and leave that old stuff out. That's what we need to start doing. Even if you got to sit down and take a piece of pencil and piece of paper and replace that word. Instead of saying, what's up, my nigga? What's up, boo? That's my boo right there. Just put something in it, just like I do with my cuss words. I just find stuff to put in it, put in the place of cuss words, because I'm trying to stop cussing altogether. So I try to find stuff to replace my cuss words with. It's been working for me a little bit too. But that's what I'm saying. That's what we need to do. We got to get out of that. We have to get out of that. We got to stop making the stuff that the oppressor did to us. We got to stop holding on to that stuff and making it an excuse. We got to figure out a way to get out of it. I'm
Yes.
not saying we're supposed to forget it, but what I'm saying is we got to stop holding on to it to hinder us. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. It is so
Oh, go
interesting.
ahead.
It is so interesting that you brought that up because that was the same thing that I talked about in my first video. And I really appreciate you bringing that up. And let me make this clear to all people watching and viewers. It is my channel, and I can allow uh, what discussions come upon it. Uh, if I had kept with my first mind and said no to Miss Lisa, then I was robbing her of being her authentic self and the person that I've come to love and appreciate. Uh, it's a difference. She wasn't calling anyone that, but she brought it up because again, as she said, and as I said in my prior video, uh, that we use we use that word nigger, we use that word bitch, we use all these words, and they have degrading meanings to them. And each time we use those words, we degrade one another, whether you try to change it into something good or change the meaning of it. It still has the same meaning. It doesn't change. It's derogatory. And if you don't want anybody calling your mother, your aunts, your nieces, any of that, then don't wear it as a badge. Here's something else I wanted to deal with on this subject because it's just not, as Lisa said, it's not just women that call each other that, it's men calling women that. But then there's also the fact that women will call a man that, and they know that that is the worst thing. They'll tell you between nigger and bitch, those between those two, that's the worst thing you could ever call a man. So I want to know what's your idea about that, Lisa, because it goes on a daily basis. And the thing about it is that young people, not only on these YouTube streets, but when you come out of the YouTube streets and you walk around in reality and on a whether you on the bus, the train, um, wherever, this is what has become a norm for folks to just toss out there. What do you think about women calling men a bitch? And most women know, if not all, know that that's, like I said, that's one of the worst things you can call a man. That he will flip out, and you all will be all types of bitches before it becomes vital. So what do you think about that, Lisa?
Like you say, I think it's very degrading. I think it's very degrading. Listen, our men go through a lot. Our men go through a lot. They do. Our women go through a lot too. But I think we got to get to a place where we learn how to help each other out with some stuff. And what I mean by that is help uplift each other. We tear each other down so bad that it we don't, oh my goodness, like it breaks my heart. The women is hard on the men and the men is hard on the women. We got to get to a place where it's though we uplifting each other. We can say a good word to each other.
That's right.
Like, because that calling, like I say, women that do that call a man a bitch, will make a man slap your brains out. And then you want to call the police.
So true.
So true. But you know that when you holler, you bitch, you punk bitch, you know, y'all know what I mean. You start hollering that, you know that triggers a man off. And some women like that. I have to be honest. And I know some of y'all gonna get mad with me. It's okay. I can handle my own. I can handle my own. But
Come
some
on,
of
Lisa.
y'all like that. Y'all like that. Y'all know what to say to get up under these men that make these men zap out. And y'all know that they already dealing with some things as it is. They don't want to come out and admit it, but they already dealing with some insecurities and, you know, trying to live in this crazy world. Just like y'all trying to do. But it's let's be honest, some of the stuff that they do to our men is just so disrespectful on so many levels. And then your women come along and call you a bitch. It don't set right. It don't set right. And that's what the problem is. We are not mindful to each other. Like we treat each other like
Lisa, tell
we
it.
all come from a different place. We don't come from a different place. We are all the same. We all are Black people. We all have been treated the same. I don't understand. I don't understand where some of you come from, where you get in this place where you treat you talk like the women come from something else and the men come from something else. At the end of the day, the oppressor look at all of us as the same. He doesn't look at us as different. And y'all need to remember that. That's something that we all need to remember. That no matter what, you are going to be looked at as a Black person. You're Black. And that's what really trips me out is when I hear some of the rhetoric that people say. That's one of my words to keep me from cussing. When I hear some of the rhetoric that people say, you know, I be saying these people talk like they not the same people. They talk like they're not Black. We all Black. And the problem comes in is that we got to learn to respect each other. That word respect take you a long way. It takes you a long way. My mother told me that when I was young. And I remembered it. I have always respected people. That word takes you a long way. Because you can get killed from disrespecting people. And in the world that we live in today, somebody will chop your head off your shoulders from being disrespectful. just from being disrespectful. That's a big word. Might not have a whole lot of letters in it, but it's a big word if you get what I'm saying. It's a big word, and it'll take you a long way. And we got to learn how to respect each other. And we don't respect each other because we listen to so much rhetoric that's untrue. And we listen to it, and then we classify everybody. We put everybody in the same basket. Tari is different from Eagle. Eagle is different from me. I'm different from whomever. And the list just goes on. We are all different people.
That's right.
We all bring something different to the table. But for some reason, we don't respect each other. See, this what gets me. The oppressor have disrespected us and still doing it. And then here we go doing it to each other.
Yes.
We are still allowing the enemy. I talked about that. We are still allowing the enemy to divide us. And conquer us.
Yes.
We still allowing it. We got to get out that place where as though we stop doing that. We got to stop doing that. It's not helpful. It's not healthy. And it's not going to get us anywhere. And I know somebody don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it? You don't want to hear nothing that's going to help you. You'll listen to all that bull crap that ain't doing nothing for you, but causing chaos and confusion in your life. But when people talking about something, you don't want to stop and listen. You don't want to take heed. But a lot of this stuff will help you in your life if you allow it. And some of you are grown. Y'all, some of y'all in y'all 30s and 40s. I know y'all are. Probably older than that. And you still doing what you do. And you think that it's okay. We have to get to a point where we respect each other. And calling men that B word, y'all know, a lot of y'all ladies know what y'all be doing. Y'all want him to zap out. Because the minute he put his hands on you and call the police. And then when you call the police, we don't know what that's going to escalate to.
Come on, you telling the truth now.
Because if we don't get if some don't come that really think, you know, that's if we don't get some good ones, we in trouble. Because a brother may end up laid out there if we're not careful.
Yes.
If you know you can't be around someone or be with someone and be respectful, leave them alone. Leave it alone. Go on about your business and let them go on about their business. But y'all know that B word escalates when it comes to y'all calling men a B word. Y'all know it triggers them. And they shouldn't call it y'all one either.
Absolutely.
They shouldn't call y'all one either. See, we're not biased over here. We don't get on the men train and talk about women. We don't get on the women train and talk about men. We talk about all of it.
That's right.
That's why I love doing collabs with Eagle, cause Eagle, like me, he talk about it all. He don't try to make the women be, you know, good. Everybody's good because they're a woman, and the men is bad because they men. No, we talk about both parties. Women, y'all shouldn't be calling them bees, and they shouldn't be calling y'all bees. And you shouldn't be calling yourself that either. Because when you do that, you open up the door to say, it's okay to call me that. I'm okay with it.
Yes. Yes. Come on, Lisa. Drop them gems. Drop them.
I'm okay with it. But then the minute that you get to arguing with somebody and they say that, now you upset. Now you upset. But you've been calling yourself that every day, all the time. You always somewhere calling yourself a bee. And my thing is, don't do something to yourself that you don't want other people to do.
Come on now.
Because
Come on.
people listening and they watching. So when they see you do it to yourself, they'll assume, oh, okay, that's how she get down. Okay. That's why I say respect yourself. You got to respect yourself because you don't know who looking and who watching and who listening. And when you out there, you know, yeah, I'm that big. I'm that big. Somebody watching and looking. And they feel like they can call you that too. You call yourself that. You seem to like it when you do it. So we got to be mindful of that. You know, we have a tendency of creating things that in a situ in a situ how can I put it? We create things where as though it's all right for us, right? It's all right for you to be out there calling yourself Miss B. I'm Miss B. Here, Miss B. Yeah, you know. But then when a brother or another sister come along and say, what? But you open that door. You open that door for that. Because they watching you call yourself that. So when somebody else do it, they saying, well, what's she getting mad for? Because wasn't she on TikTok calling herself that? And then I said it to her, now she mad. You might walk down the street or something and somebody say, hey, pretty bitch. Hey, Miss Pretty Bitch. What? You don't know me like that. Don't call me that. But they just seen you on TikTok saying, it's Miss Pretty Bitch to you. See, you open the door for it. Now you want to get mad. It don't make sense. Get it out your vocabulary. How about that? How about just removing it out your vocabulary? I haven't heard the B word in so long. I haven't. I don't use it. And the people that's in my circle don't use it. We have no use for it. Because it's about us respecting each other. And I don't care how y'all look at it, the word is degrading on so many levels.
Yes.
And do y'all really know the meaning? Do some of y'all actually know the meaning of that word? What's
Come
the
on.
meaning of the word evil? You just told us.
Oh, the female dog.
Mm-hmm.
But then it also means that a female dog that's in heat, a female dog that is in heat. Why would we want to be known as a female dog that's in heat.
You know why? Because some of them don't even know what it means. It just
Exactly.
sounds good. It sounds good to them.
Yes.
For whatever the reason, it sounds good to them. And so they use it.
Yes.
But I bet you a lot of them don't even know what it means.
I'll agree
I
with
bet you
that.
they don't.
I agree. So let me ask you
What
this.
is nigger? What does
Uh,
that mean?
let's look that up. Give me a minute to look that up. Cause I know it ain't no good thing. Meaning of nigger. Let's see. Nigger is defined as a contemptuous term for a black or dark skinned person. It's got to be more. Okay. I,
Wow.
be-
I
I
wonder
be-
who put that in that dictionary.
right. Let's see. I have the abstract use of the word nigger is very often castigated as slurring the reference, but this ignorance the context of use. For many people, the word itself is a slur, no matter what the context. And such people argue for its eradication. Why y'all want to eradicate something like that from the English language? Eradicationists confuse the form of the word with its frequent use as a slur that discredits, slights, smears, stains, and besmirches people of black African descent. Wow. Let's see.
It's deep, ain't it?
Yes,
Just
that's great.
reading that. Yes, just reading that should say to you, man, I don't never want to use that word.
Right.
You know? It
Yep.
should. Because and like I said, I wonder who put that in that dictionary like that.
Hmm. That's a good question. Let me ask
Because as
this.
we know, the
Go ahead.
oppressor uses that word.
Yes.
That was the
Oh,
word that he used for black people.
that's right.
And then we took it and made it a slang. Like
Yep.
I wouldn't even want to say the word. I wouldn't want to say it
Right.
because of where it came from and what it was meant to do. What the
Hmm.
meaning was behind it. Let me put it like that.
Right.
I wouldn't even want to say it.
Let me
And
ask
so
this one.
sometimes some of us need to ask ourselves, what is our problem?
Yes.
What is wrong with me? Because that word right there is a word that we all need to get rid of.
Exactly.
See, when you hold on to stuff from the past that was meant to destroy you, and you holding on to it, it's going to continue to destroy you. You got to, at some point, you got to get rid of it.
That's right.
I didn't say you had to forget it, but you got to get rid of it. You got to let it, you got to stop letting it be a part of your life.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where the problem come in at for us. We allow too much of the stuff that the oppressor created affect us. We keep putting it in our life.
That's right.
Again, I'm not saying you're supposed to forget about it. What I'm saying is that you got to change your mindset and you got to replace it with something better
Absolutely.
that's going to help you push forward and move on.
Absolutely.
It's a term that Terry says. I've seen it, but I couldn't get to it at the time. I was talking about something else. I didn't want to lose my thought. But
I'm gonna run back
it's
through
something
some
that
of
he
it.
says where he say, stop rewinding your
Yes.
future. Wait a minute.
That's not it. I'll pull it up. Okay, here we are.
I had just seen it in
There it is. He says we must
we
stop
must stop
pressing.
pressing. Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. You can read.
Stop press. Oh, okay. Stop pressing the rewind button on our life and have the courage to press the play button on our life and move forward with our life. That says a lot. That says a lot because that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
We got to stop rewinding. We do too much rewinding. We always rewinding. Every time something come up, we rewinding.
Yes.
And because we do it so much, we can't push forward. It's stopping us from we allowing that past stuff to have us stuck. Every time something happens, somebody's hitting that rewind button, hitting that rewind button. Every time. Rewind. Rewind. And what I mean by that is that you keep bringing up something from the past. It's like you holding on to it. And as soon as something happened, bam.
Yes.
Now, I understand we're going to have conversations on it because so much has happened. You know, so much has happened. Terry said nigga means a part of a pedal boat and the color black in Spanish. Oh, really? So where did you get that from, Terry? I said that seemed strange that was in there like that.
Right.
Didn't I, Eagle?
Yeah.
Didn't I just say that? I said, I wonder who put that in there like that.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from, Terry? Can you share with us where you get some of your information from?
Yeah, because
so that we know.
That's deep.
Yes, it is. And I said it was strange. I was saying that because I was looking it up with you because I wanted to see what I had got. And that's what came up for me too, Eagle, what you read. Okay. You know, but this kind of makes a difference here. This makes sense.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm not going to go into that, but y'all feel where I'm coming from. Y'all know where I'm coming from.
Yes.
Yes. Well, where did you get that from, Terry?
While we're waiting on Terry to answer that, because I'd like to know. Let me ask you this, Miss Lisa.
Okay.
Do you think that lives and videos like this will be impactful on the people to hopefully impact them enough to where they'll change their vocabulary from using that word bitch and nigger? Or is it going to take more to get them to change? We know that it all begins with the changing of the mindset, and it's very interesting that you said that we had to remove it from our vocabulary because in my first video in doing this on my channel on Real Talk with Minister Antoine Williams, that was one of the things that I said. You have said a lot today. You have said a lot of the things that I said in my video when I did it the first time. And it's true. The mindset's got to change. We got to remove it from our vocabulary. As you said, that don't call somebody something that you don't want them calling you. But I'm just wondering this if this is a beginning, and we may have to do a part 3 to this because this conversation has really been good. But do you think that this is a start um, of impacting the people's lives and in them changing the way they think and speak? And I promise you all, we're going to run through the chat in a little while. Come on, Miss Lisa, you can answer.
Okay. I think so. I think any time you start a conversation with something, it's a good thing. Okay.
Yes,
Because some people don't want to have the conversation. And that's what I like about us. We have conversations that people don't want to have.
yes,
You know, we talk about the things that people don't want to talk about. Now, one thing that I am going to say is that we got to get the discord popping. The reason why I say that because
yes,
conversations like this, they may take your video down or anything, you know.
right,
Uh, so what we can do is advertise it on here, but have it maybe on the Discord or something, or
right,
Zoom or something like that. You know what I mean?
right,
So yeah, because like I said, I don't know how they're going to act towards having this. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff that we said in here, they may try to say it's community guidelines, or you're going against community
violation,
guidelines, even
right,
though it's all for teaching purposes only. But
absolutely.
they might not take it like that. But let's play it by ear and see how it work out.
Absolutely. Look, they better not touch my video as much as Bull Swanky is up here on this app. Baby, they better not touch my
But
they
you
don't
know
want
what?
me
You
up.
know what I'm saying? But you know what? I noticed that when it comes to having a conversation that may impact people,
Right.
it seems like sometimes you run into a problem.
Yeah. I
You
agree.
know, so that's why I say let's play it by ear because we can always advertise it here, but take it somewhere else.
Right.
Like we can come here, drop the link for the Discord and go on the Discord, or come
Right.
here, drop the link and go on the Zoom. You know what I mean?
I agree. I do
So
agree.
either way, listen, hey, God gonna work it out.
I tell you one thing, my video better not be struck or taken down because YouTube will get a long letter. And if they think that I can't, God help me and bridle my tongue. But if they think that I can, they better not touch my video.
I don't see why they should. It's for teaching purposes, you know.
Exactly.
So I don't see why they should, you know. But like I said, you just never know, you know.
Yeah, the cautiousness of
But
it.
I
I
say
get
I'm
you.
claiming it. God is in the plan.
That's right.
And I think this was a good idea. This was a great idea. Okay. And of course, you're going to have some people that's going to feel some kind of way, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And like I said, we are entitled to ours and we stand 10 toes down and we're going to walk in it.
Got
Okay.
that right.
And so it is what it is. But, you know, sometimes people need to just pump their
Yes.
brakes and listen to something and let it sizzle in your spirit for a minute. Just think about it. Like give yourself a chance to think about it and let it, let it manifest in you for a minute. And you
That's
might
right.
look at something different. But when you're so used to chaos, confusion, and toxic stuff, soon as you
Right.
hear something, you want to jump off. You want to get mad. Soon as you hear something,
That's
it's just
right.
so ridiculous. And that's because your mind and stuff is so used to dealing with toxic stuff that when you hear
Yes.
something, that's when you listen to something that makes sense, it don't make sense to you because you're all jacked up
Right.
and your inner self is jacked up basically. And so when you hear something like this, the conversation stuff that we have, a lot of times you can't comprehend it
True.
because you're so used to listening to toxic things. You got so much toxic stuff going on with you. So, I don't have time for people like that. I really don't. I don't. Um,
Right.
but everybody's entitled to their opinion. And we accept that. We all have an opinion.
Absolutely.
Opinions are like assholes. We all have one.
Correct.
And so, but what we're not going to do is we're not going to change our way of thinking to please somebody else. You know,
That's right.
that's what we're not going to do.
Uh,
Um, but I just say give it a chance sometime. Listen to what people are saying sometimes. Because sometimes when you listen, I'm telling you, when you listen to a whole bunch of toxic stuff and then you hear something that should make sense to you, but it don't, that's why it don't.
that's right.
Because you so used to nothing but toxic stuff. How can
And
you listen to something that makes sense and make it make sense to you when you don't never listen to anything that makes sense? You always listening to bull crap, basically. You
yes.
don't listen to anything that's going to teach you something. So when you do hear something, it sounds like mumbo jumbo to you because that's what you're used to. Listening to a whole bunch of stuff that don't mean nothing.
Yes. Yes.
But it is what it is. I'm glad you had this conversation. It's needed. It's
Yes.
needed. It really is. It's needed. We need this. That's the way we're gonna get. This is how you get things going. It's just starting the conversation.
Yes.
That's what I agree with. I believe that if it's something going on and you want to figure it out or whatever, have the conversation.
Yes.
Have the conversation. Start it. Start the conversation. I don't care what it is. Start the conversation.
Yes.
Because along the way, more people going to plug in.
Yes.
More people is going to plug in. Sometimes you could drop the link and have people to come up and see what they think. What's their opinion? Because I think,
Yeah.
like I said before when we was talking, I said trying to get more people to come up and be a part of the conversation sometimes. It helps to
Right.
see how people thinking. What's their thinking pattern? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that helps. That helps us, when we can listen to other people and their point of view, and then we could actually figure out how others are thinking about the situation that
That's
we're
right.
talking about. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I feel as though that this was good. This was a conversation that needed to be had, and we need to have more of them. You know,
Absolutely. And
um,
we will.
I that's right. I'm a firm believer, Eagle, that even if everybody ain't riding with you, what you thinking, it's okay. You ride with it.
That's right.
You don't need nobody else to ride with it.
That's
You
right.
ride with it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so
Absolutely.
that's how I think. You see, all of us, me, you, and Tari, we always together, right?
Yes.
And we go ahead and do what we gonna do. We don't worry about if somebody not supporting us or who, we don't get caught up in that. We
Right.
don't get caught up in a click and a view. We talk about what we stand for.
Yes.
The information that we talk about, it speaks about who we are as a person.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what it's about. You know, you don't get caught up into who not supporting and all this kind of stuff. I
That's
done lost a
right.
lot of people that used to support me. And you have too, right?
Yes, I
And I
have.
look at that like this. This is how I look at that. They wasn't really for you anyway.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean?
That's
And
right.
as you go along, as you stand 10 toes down in what you believe in and go ahead and do your thing, guess what? You're going to get true supporters. You're going to
That's
get people
true.
that's going to ride with you, you know? And I mean, ride with you all the way to, they going to just ride, right?
That's
That's
right.
how it's going to happen. But the people that's gone, they wasn't there anyway. They wasn't there for you no way.
That's
And that's
true.
just how I look at it.
That's true.
Staying 10 toes with if don't nobody believe in it, if don't nobody want to have the conversation that you having, you go ahead and have the conversation anyway.
You know I am.
You know, because that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta have no whole lot of people in your chat because people watch. They come back and watch the replay. They may
That's
not
right.
watch it while you live, but they come back and they watch. The same thing on my channel. We don't get
Yes.
caught up in that. We're not going to allow ourselves to get caught up in that.
That's right.
Trying to do stuff for a click and a damn view. We're not doing that.
That's right.
Like I said, if it's not meant for us to stay on YouTube, God gonna intervene and He gonna take it somewhere else. Because that's what He do.
That's right. Yes, he will.
That's what He'll do. If He feel like this ain't for you, He gonna open up another door and He gonna direct you that way.
Yes.
So, you know,
Here's what I want to do, Miss Lisa. I want to give you an opportunity to speak to the sisters out there about this subject. Speak to them from your heart. Say whatever it is on your heart that you want to share with them that will hopefully reach them and hit their hearts and cause them to change the way that they do things and say things, even to some of these content creators to that's going to make a mark on their life that can't be erased. And at this point, what we're doing right now is we're planting the seed and allowing the seed to be watered and have the sunshine upon them and watch that seed grow inside of them until it brings about a change. But I want you to talk to the sisters about changing their mindsets and things and not accepting these derogatory names, even if they give them to themselves, to drop those badges off and um, let them hit the ground. I, I want you to speak to the sisters, and when you're done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to speak to the brothers and do the same thing and see if we can touch and reach and impact the lives of people. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. Uh, to try to impact their lives. So I'm going to mute myself so that you can talk to the sisters, and when you're done, I'm going to come back and talk to the brothers, and then after that, I'm going to we're going to run through the chat, and then we're going to be out of here. All right.
listen, this is to all my ladies out there. I know that for some of y'all, I may come off as a little aggressive, right? And that's only because I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about the things that I talk about. Like it come from a place of caring. I really care. Okay. So don't let that discourage the message. Okay. Don't get discouraged, from me, from my message. Okay. Because I may seem a little aggressive. That's just coming from a place of I'm passionate and I care. And it's just the authentic in me. Okay. But I know that some of you are going to automatically, because of whatever is going on with you in yourself, right? I know that some people are broken and damaged. And so when some people talk, some people that's broken and damaged automatically just, get mad, right? Because they feel like what a person is saying is coming from it's like what the person is saying, they may feel like the person talking about them. It makes you feel like the person is talking about you.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't said, I don't say no names or nothing like that. I just say what I feel. Some of us are hurt and broken. And I'm taking time, but before I go into what I'm saying this because this is something I want my women to pay attention to too, right? Some of us are broken and damaged for whatever the reason is, something that happened in your life and you never did self healing, you know. And when that's going on, it's hard to listen to someone who's telling you something for your own good. It's hard. It's hard because being broken and damaged, your inner self being broken and damaged, causes you to have a bad attitude. It causes your attitude to be bad. It does. And you can't think right. You know, some of you automatically, and I'm saying this because I done seen some stuff play out. There's some women on here who tries to give good advice and all that to women. And some of y'all ate them women up, you know. Y'all really was like, was nasty to them. And that comes from a place of being broken and damaged. And that's what causes you all to act like that. Right. And I got tough skin. I'm prepared for that. I know what's going on. Right. I know what's going on. So it's
Yes.
okay. It's okay. But I want to tell the message that I'm getting ready to tell y'all now is that I know some of y'all got kids. Some of y'all got children. You got boys and girls. And I want to ask this question before I go into what I'm going to say. Would you want to see your son out there calling his sister a bitch? They out there playing one day. He get mad and say, you little bitch, or vice versa. And they do it because they see mommy do it. Mommy call herself that. My father called my mommy that. And I'm asking this question because let me tell you something. And I know some of you, y'all don't even be into your children like that. And I know somebody gonna get pissed off with what I'm saying. It's okay. I can handle that. Some of you don't care about your children like that, like you should. But I'm gonna ask the question anyway, because one day when you finally wake up, if you don't wake up soon enough, the damage gonna be done. And it's gonna be hard for you to do anything about it.
That's right.
You ain't gonna have time to change it. It's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. So I'm asking for the women who have children, would you want to see your little girl out there calling herself a bitch or allowing somebody to call her a bitch. Or her brother. They playing and get mad and he holler, you little bitch. And she running and laughing. Like it's okay. Like it's okay. You call me a bitch. Oh, it's okay. Let me tell you something. My women, please go get you some help. All black women, most black women need help because most of you are broken and damaged. And you need that self-healing. Go get it. Go get it so you can change your life. Because as long as you broken and you damaged, it's hard for you to hear anything that's going to help you. The mindset is messed up. The inner self is messed up. So you're not going to really hear what's being said. I'm telling you, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. Go get the help that you need so that you can change and make your life better. Because some of y'all are so stuck where you at. And it's because you got a lot going on in that inner self. Go get the help that you need. Please go get the help that you need so that you can become a better you, so you could be better for your kids. Make them better people. Because see, what happens is the same thing that you doing, it's going to trickle down to your children. And then when you look up, you're going to have a big mess going on. You're going to have a big mess going on. I'm telling you. Stop procrastinating. Stop being so involved in the negativity. Because let me ask this to you. What is it doing for you? Are you learning something from it? Is it helping you in any kind of way? Because I know it's not. I can't even listen to the toxic stuff. I can't relate. I can't relate. But I do know when you're broken and you're damaged, you can sit and listen to that stuff all day. All day. And you probably sit and talk about it all day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Lisa.
Come on. Probably in your DM talking to somebody else about the chaos and confusion that's going on. Y'all, you got to get out of that. Y'all got to do better. You got to do better. You're not going to get ahead if you keep doing what you're doing and you don't try anything different. Self-healing is very, very important, especially with the inner self. You want to start with the inner self because that's where everything sit at. Everything sits right there in the inner self. Like the things that has happened to you in your past and stuff. The inner self is holding all that baggage. It's just sitting there. Your attitude, the way you treat people, the way you treat yourself, is how you feel on the inside. That's how you feel on the inside.
Yes.
That's why you go around and you talk about, you can talk about people and talk about them bad and stuff. Some of y'all talk about people y'all don't even know. Some of y'all do. Y'all talk about people y'all don't even know. But that's who you are as a person. That's what's going on with your inner self. Your inner self shows up outside of you. That's where that bad attitude comes from. The inner self, if it's not fixed, I mean, what are you going? How you going to smile every day if your inner self is hurting, it's broken, and it's damaged? How you gonna put a smile on your face? How you gonna feel pretty? The inner self is a reflection of everything. It's a reflection of everything, and it's hard to put on a front. It's hard to put on a front. You might can do it for a few, but eventually that inner self starts showing. That inner self gonna always come out. Go get the help that you need so you can live a good life. So you can have peace in your life. It's nothing like having peace in your life. When I get up during the day, I wake up in good spirits. I thank God for waking me up. And my spirit it just be so peaceful. I don't wake up mad, angry, cussing people out. No. I don't wake up in the morning, roll over and grab my phone and trying to see what somebody done did to somebody, or see what the beef is. Anytime you a grown up, a grown woman, and you have children, and that's all you can think about is a beef. Let me see what the beef is. Let me see what so and so done did to so and so. That's not living. That is not living at all. You need to make some changes. You should be waking up saying, "Woo, I'm woke. Good. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to wake up. Good morning, everybody." Say your prayers and start your day off. But that's not what some of you do. Some of you wake up and you roll right over and grab that phone. And then you wonder why you always feeling depressed. You wonder why you always feeling sad and angry. You're dealing with all these emotions. That's because that's all you put in your life. You don't try to put nothing else in your life. What you get in is what you're going to get out. What you put in is what you're going to get out. I said what you get in. But what you put in is what you're going to get out. Always remember that. Whatever you put into your life is what you're going to get out of it. If you spew hate and negativity into the atmosphere, that's what you're going to get out of it. I know y'all heard that song, "Nothing from nothing leaves nothing, but you gotta have something
Come on,
to
sis.
be with me. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing, but you gotta have something if you want to be with me." And I ain't talking about money.
Right.
I ain't talking about money. Respect, loyalty, honesty, peace, communicate. Say something good to me. Say something nice to me. See, when you get that inner self fixed and you start loving yourself, things look different on the outside. When you meet somebody and they say, well, what are you looking for in a man? When you start loving yourself, you're not so quick to say, he gotta have money. I need somebody with some money. And you broke.
Yes.
But you telling somebody else you need somebody with some money. But you barely got 2 coins to rub together.
Come on now,
But when
tell
you
it.
fix that inner self, guess what? When somebody comes to you and say, hello, how are you? You know, can I take y'all on a date? Sure. Y'all go out on a date. And he said, what are you looking for in a man? Well, I want somebody who loves their self. Because I know if they love their self, they can love me. So you start talking different. When you fix that inner self and you do that self-healing you need to do, things look different, taste different, you start talking different. I want somebody that can communicate with me. We can communicate with each other. I want somebody who's going to respect me. I want somebody who's going to be loyal to me. I want somebody who's going to be honest. You see what I'm saying? I done said a whole lot
Yes.
before I
Yes,
even
you
got the
did.
money. That's what I'm talking about. When you fix that inner self, things look different, taste different, you talk different, you walk different, all that good stuff. You treat yourself different. You start respecting yourself. And when you start respecting yourself, you start demanding others to respect you. So I could go on and on and on. But ladies, I just want to give you something to think about. Think about what I'm saying. Think about, and that's all women. I always say women with children because, when we got to take care of ourselves so we can take care of them little ones and put them on the right path. And no, none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. But we got to try to be the best version of ourselves so that we can try to keep them like that. Keep them on the right path and keep them being the best version of their self. So that's why I always say women with children, because women without kids can pretty much, they should be living a good life too, like respecting their self, fixing their inner self and things like that. Because
That's
what if
right.
they decide, that they want to have children or they want to get married, or just fix their inner self because of their self. Learn how to love their self just because of them, because of who they are. They deserve it. They deserve it. Just because they don't have kids, I don't want y'all to think, I don't care.
That's right.
But they deserve it too. They need to learn how to love themselves. Not just for a man, but because you should be loving yourself. And if you don't, it's something wrong and you need to fix that. So I hope that everybody just think about what I'm saying, give it a chance, just think about it. I know everybody's not going to do it. Everybody's not going to be interested. And that's fine. Because at the end of the day, that's your life. And I don't have control over that. I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. And I know that.
And that's right.
But I'm putting it out there because I hope that somebody catch hold of it and it helps somebody. I love you all and God bless you. There you go, Eagle.
Well, all right now. I was enjoying that. Enjoying everything you were saying.
Thank you.
Let me talk to the brethren right quick. Uh, Listen, my brothers. I know that we all go through some things and we're having some rough times in life. I get that. I know that. But there comes a time in life where we all have to grow up. We just got to grow up and be respect, respectful towards one another. Uh, I want to say to you not to do, not to do, not, no, I'm sorry, you all. Wait, wait a minute. Um, what was I saying? We have to grow up. We all have mothers. We've been raised by somebody, whether the woman was your biological mother, your stepmother, or could have been an adoptive mother. Remember that you come from a woman. You have sisters, you have aunts, you have nieces. And though we all are under a lot of stress, I want you to think next time you get upset with a sister, one that you're dating or one that you're married to, I want you to step back and take a breather. Inhale, exhale, exhale, and then respond. Don't just react out of anger. Don't call another woman that which you would not want someone to call your mother. Don't call your children's mother something that you would want someone to call your mother or your nieces or your aunts. We got to come back down to reality and begin to get a reality check. Hold on, Dom. Hold on. Um, let's respect. Let's go back to respecting one another. No matter what goes on, what transpires, no matter how you get upset with the woman you're with, don't disrespect your children's mother. Don't do that. Don't do it in front of the kids. Just don't do it at all. We've got to change our vocabulary. As Lisa has said, we've got to change our vocabulary. We've got to come up with some better vocabulary, some better words. Let's stop disrespecting the sisters out there. No matter how bad that they make you mad or they may hurt you, square your shoulders, my brother. Square them. Walk away if you can. But let's not disrespect her as a woman. Remember, always in the front of your mind, remind yourself that you come from a woman. Can we all stop allowing the music industry, videos to dictate our lives and dictate that disrespecting the sisters is a wonderful thing, because it's not. We have to change that. We have to change that. And if it's something that triggers you and something that you have dealing with trauma, as Lisa said, get yourself some help, get healed, get delivered, get set free, and begin to change things. Sometimes you just got to just walk away for an hour or two and pull yourself together, clear your thoughts. No man has the right to disrespect a woman, and no woman has no right to disrespect. I mean, we got to come together. It's a lot of division and diversity going on with one another in our community. And some folks sit there and put the wedge and drive it in and watch us destroy ourselves, destroy our community. It's time to stop that. It's time to stand and to stand for something. Because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. It's time out for calling each other bitches and hoes. Oh, I forgot my nephew was right there. All these derogatory names. It's time out for that. It's time out to grow up and be men, be women that our parents can be proud of, that we can be proud of ourselves. Some of you brothers out there may have daughters. Don't teach your daughters that being disrespectful in that sense is cool. Always remember that you have mothers and daughters and nieces and aunts, and treat even if a person is being disrespectful, you don't have to give it back to them. Choose the battles in which you're going to fight, especially if you have your children, your sons and daughters sitting right there next to you. Choose to handle it in a way that you get your point across and you have put a checkmate right there. You brothers on YouTube, stop disrespecting the sisters, no matter what they say. And I know that they can say a lot of horrible, nightmarish, hurtful, crazy things. I get that. But a mature man knows how to handle the situation without being disrespectful or or degrading a person. Let's change our vocabulary. Let's start there by changing our vocabulary and finding other synonyms and nouns and pronouns for one another. None of us are dogs in heat. Despite that some days we may be in heat, but we're not dogs. We have two ears. We have an ear on both sides of our head. We have eyes, a nose, a mouth, two hands, and two arms, two legs, and 2 feet. We're not walking around on 4 legs, on paws, covered in fur, and have a tail behind us. If you don't want to be known or called a dog, stop having doggish ways. How about that? You don't want to be known as a dog? Then change your behavior. Because oftentimes The behavior and the actions and the things we do screams dog. But you don't have to be that. Change. As Michael Jackson says, take a look at the man in the mirror and make those necessary changes. Become the best you that you can, the best you. And that starts with making changes. Find find respect for yourself. As Lisa says, do the work. Do the work and change. Have respect for yourself so that you can have respect for the sisters out here. All brothers are not the same. All sisters are not the same. We're all individuals. And people need to stop lumping us all up in the same pot and category. Let's make a change. Let's build one another up. Let's rebuild our communities. Let's make the change and become mentors so that we can mentor this younger generation and teach them and give them the gems that are needed to carry them down the right path and into a better life. Let's not continue down the same road. And then when the young people, the next generation, starts acting like us, then we judge, condemn them, and stone them. Let's not do that. Let's make a change. Let's stand together and do some great things. I want you all to know that I love you and I love you. I appreciate my brothers. I love and appreciate my sisters. But as Lisa say, we got to do better. We got to, not only for our own good, but for the next generation. Well, that's all I have to say. I pray that this video
I pray that this video
has been a blessing
has been a blessing
to all of you,
to all of you,
and that this will
and
change and
that this will
impact
change and
your
impact
lives.
your lives.
I'm going to mute
I'm
myself
going to
just in case
just in
Lisa
case
has something
Lisa
else
has
to say,
something else to
and then
say,
we're going to run
and then we're
through
going to run through
the chat, and we're
the
going to
chat.
soon
We're
be
going
out
to
of here for
soon
you
be
to
out of
enjoy
here.
the rest of
Enjoy the
your
rest
day.
of your day.
You know what? I want to say this, and then it's going to be. This is going to be real short. Uh, I want y'all to think about something. We got some strong black men. We have strong black women. But the problem is that we don't compromise. It's like we don't have no compassion for each other. But then some of you are holler God. Y'all, some of you want to always put God in the midst of the foolishness. Leave God out of your foolishness, okay? Because if you know who God is, then you know what God stands for. And when you got foolishness going on, if you're not asking God to fix it, keep him out of it. Like seriously. And that's the problem that we having today is because We call on God for the foolishness, but we're not trying to get with God to make things better for us. We're not trying to connect with God to figure these things out that we got going on. I don't know if y'all ever listen, but I always say repent and pray. 'Cause that's what God's waiting on. We are chosen, y'all. We are chosen. And I know some of y'all just not gonna get it. It's sad, but it's that's just how it is. Some of y'all just not gonna get it. Okay. But the ones who get it, we are chosen. It's an embarrassment that we keep going on and on and on like this, the way we do. I'm not saying that y'all gotta, be with each other as far as husband and wife, but we need to learn how to work together. Put the foolishness to the side and work together. Have some compassion for each other. Say something to a black brother to uplift him. Say something to a black woman to uplift her. Because at the end of the day, we are all going through it as black people. We all have our stuff. Okay. It's not like the black man was treated one way and the black woman was treated another. Y'all know better than that. Come on now.
That's
Y'all know
right.
that ain't how it works. That's right. Y'all know that. So we all have our stuff with us. But what we need to do is self-heal. Because when you look at your black brother and you feel hatred, it's something wrong with that. When you look at your black sister and you feel hate, there's something wrong with that. That's a big problem. You should look at your black sister and love her. You should look at your black brother and love him. In spite of what they may have going on. It doesn't matter to me if Eagle got something going on with him or not. He's still my black brother.
That's right.
That's right.
And if anything, I'm going to say, whatever is going on with him, I'm going to say, what's going on with you, my brothers? Is something I can help you with? See, we so busy tearing each other down. We don't do that. We don't try to help lift them up, lift each other up.
That's right.
That's right.
Because we're too busy tearing each other down. It's only making our situation worse. Because let me tell you something, the inflation is going through the roof.
Yes.
And you listen, everybody gonna need somebody before it's all over. Before it's all said and done, everybody gonna need somebody.
That's right.
So we really need to stop acting like that towards each other. How do some of y'all say y'all know God, but you're mean when you look over here to your brother, your black brother or your black sister, you treat them like shit, but you say you know God. How do you expect for God to be there for you when you can't even treat your own black brother or your black sister right? How does that work? And some of you don't have no compassion. You don't feel guilty or none of that. I don't understand it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of you can do dirt to each other and you think it's a kiki. But when that same thing, because you know it's coming back around. You ain't know that? Oh, well, let me enlighten you. That same thing that you did to her or to him, it creeps right on back around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And y'all always throwing up that karma thing. I don't think y'all quite understand what karma is. Eagle,
I hear you.
I hear you.
Can you look that up for me, please, and put the
Karma.
definition out there for us?
Okay.
Karma.
Okay.
That's right, Tari. Tari say Miss Lisa is talking about African concept of Ubuntu. Am I pronouncing that right? Ubuntu? I am because we are. No man is an island unto himself. Okay?
Okay.
Tari
The,
said we must remember the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit is not a get out of jail free card. That's right. And that's how some people treat it. Go ahead, Eagle. I'm sorry.
karma is
Karma is
in
in
Hinduism and
Hinduism
Buddhism
and Buddhism
the sum of a person's
of a
action
person's action
in this and
in this
previous state of
previous state of
existence,
existence,
viewed as
viewed
deciding
as
their
deciding
fate
their fate
in future
in future
existence,
existence,
destiny, or
destiny,
fate,
or fate,
following as
following
effect
effect
from cause.
from cause.
That's what karma
That's what
is.
karma is.
That
So
is.
I hope that y'all understand that. I hope that y'all understand that. Let me tell you something. When you live your life, turn down people and treating them bad and just doing stuff because of the way you feel about yourself, because that's where it comes from. That's where that comes from.
Right.
When you can go out into the world and treat people, bad and disrespect people and do mean things to people because of how you feeling about you, that's something else. That is something. That's something. But let me tell you something. When you do that, some of you go on with your life and you act like you did it, and that's that. It is what it is. Well, a few years may pass, and it may seem like things are looking up for you, and you living your best life. A couple more years may pass, but guess what? Eventually, what comes around goes around. The things that you put out there comes right back. And it comes back tenfold. It don't go, it never comes back the way you put it out there. It comes back worse than what you put out there. That's why what happens is when you live in your life, when you think you live in your life, and then all of a sudden, bam, you just crash. And what I mean by that is that bad things start happening, one behind the other. Bad, so
Yes.
much bad stuff start happening, you break down and cry because you don't understand what happened. But you was the same person that went out there and did bad things to people. You did bad things to people. You treated people poorly and the whole nine.
That's right.
That's right.
And so now that's coming back around. It's creeping back around. And then it gets you. It grab you. And it shakes you. You can't put stuff out. You can't put bad stuff out in the atmosphere and then go on and act like you can live your life. And some of you do it. Some of you treat people bad. You do bad stuff to people and everything. And then you'll
That's
have the
right.
nerve to turn around and put God in your mouth. You'll turn right around and put God in your mouth. But you don't talk about those bad things that you did. But when those things start coming back to you, because everything you do come back to you. When they start coming back and it hits you so bad, you break down. And you be calling for somebody to come and help you.
Yes.
It hits you so hard. I'm saying all this because I want to give y'all something to think about. I want some things to cross your mind. Because some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you comfortable with living your life all messed up. And that's your choice.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm not judging you. That's your choice if that's what you want to do. You want to live your life reckless? You want to live your life all messed up and think it's okay? Go right ahead. Because nothing good comes out of it. Let me enlighten you there too. Nothing
That's
good is
right.
going to come out of it. So you go right ahead and do what makes you happy. I just want y'all to think about that. That everything you do, especially when it's bad things. And oh, wait a minute though. Let me back up a little bit. When you do good things happen.
That's
But
right.
when you do bad things, guess what? It come back tenfold. It come back really bad. It don't come out this. It don't come back the same way you put it out. Get your life right, man. Get your life right. No, we're none of us are perfect. Nobody is judging. But what I'm saying is, it's time to wake up and start trying to be a better you. You deserve a better life. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to have peace in your life. You deserve all the good things in life. Okay? That's the problem. Some of you think you don't deserve it. You're not worthy of it.
Yes.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Why do y'all think that when stuff now think about this and then I'm done. When really bad things start happening, right? Why do y'all think that we survive the way? It's not just a coincidence.
That's right.
That's right.
Do y'all notice that when stuff start happening, we end up surviving through it? Out of everybody, we end up surviving.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that? Do y'all notice that? I keep trying to tell y'all we chosen, but don't nobody want to hear me. But I can show you better than I can tell you. Because some things has been right happen in my life that's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm gonna come on here and share it. I have to share it with y'all because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. We are chosen. You just gotta stand up and take your place.
That's right.
That's right.
And I'm done. I'm finished, Eagle.
All right, let's run through this chat and then we're going to get off of here. Hold on.
Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall.
All right now.
I say Miss Lisa is saying, don't burn the bridge. You might have to cross a second time. That's right. That's right. Tari say, wait a minute. I seen something that Tari is Miss Lisa Karma is a god in the Hindu religion of India. Okay, so Okay, well, I'm not too familiar with that, Terry. You got to tell me where you get your information from. What you study? Muslim? Do you study Muslim? Islam? What is it called, y'all? Muslim? Islam? Islam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the karma I'm referring to is like karma. You know how when you go around, you do bad things,
It comes
you think
back.
your life is going to be great after you do, but it comes back.
Right.
That is a true statement. People take it for granted. And you hear so many people say, oh, that's your karma. That's your karma. They say it because it sounds good. But I done seen people that have done bad things and that karma come back and hit them and knock them to their knees.
Yes.
Yeah.
It knocks them to their knees. I'm telling you. You can't go out here and do that and think you're going to live your life happily ever after. It doesn't work like that.
That's right.
That's right.
But what did you do? You practice Islam, Terry? You gotta share with us where you get some of your information from. Because like I said, that definition of
But the Niger,
the
But the
N
Niger,
word, yeah. That shocked me. I just felt like someone right when
right?
I seen it. I felt like something wasn't right about it. But then you came out and said such and such. So we were just curious of where you get your oh, he said that's where the word come from. Okay.
Or
Well, where do you
right.
get your information from? Or you don't want us to know?
Oh Lord.
We just want to know so we can find out some things too. That's
Yeah.
all.
yeah.
But go ahead, Eagle. You can
All
go
right.
ahead.
Let me run through these comments, and then we're going to get on up out of here. Terry Jones says, just because you catch hell doesn't mean you have to hold it. Just because someone puts mess on the plate doesn't mean you have to eat it. What someone says about you isn't true unless you believe it. Well, yeah, that's a true statement. He says, and live it. Okay, my comment was offering Andrea to come up and share her thoughts, but she didn't give me an answer, so I think she had to leave, but that's okay. And then Lisa was saying something, and I said, yes, my sister. Terry Jones says, Miss Lisa, please say that again. Terry Jones says, Eagle Soaring High is talking about people using the word as a term of endearment or honor and respect. Deacon Terry says Miss Lisa is talking about the social context in using the word. Yes. Miss Lisa is talking about the Aretha Franklin song Respect. We definitely need to respect each other. Uh, Terry Jones says bad experience. He says, please don't let your past block your present and destroy your future. If the great Lord Jesus and the Holy Spirit brought you through the Red Sea, why go back to Egypt? This one, I believe, is Lisa's favorite comment. He says, we must stop pressing the rewind button on our life and have the courage to press the play button on our life and move forward with our lives. That is one of my favorite comments that he shares. He says, Eagle soaring high. Some may flip out because the word is attached to a woman. A lot of people think that a woman is the weaker sex. Most don't want to appear weak. Well, that's true. But either way it go, it's still not a favorable word that should be used and need to be taken out of the vocabulary. Terry says, remember, fake people make noise, real people move in silence. That is so true. Terry says, remember, a lot of people there, Remember, remember, for a lot of people, their character doesn't match their reputations. That is so true. Terry says eagle soaring high. Some men flip out because the word is attached. Okay, that was one that he gave upward. He says, Miss Lisa, eagle soaring high, and I deal with the sour truth and not coated lies. That is the truth. That it jumped. Uh, Let me find that spot again. Nice, Dominic. Oh, yes, my sister. Background noise change. It's more than metal. Let me start. Right. Let me just pick up there. Terry Jones says change is more than metal and paper in your pocket. He says eagle soaring high. Too much background noise. I know. Eagles. I was agreeing with Lisa. He says too much background noise. I know, Ted. Miss Lisa is saying to learn to be the shepherd. Here, take it to Nanaboo. Miss Lisa is saying learn to be the shepherd of life. Don't let someone else make you the sheep of your life. Miss Lisa isn't blowing smoke. Shot has a video on her YouTube channel. Lisa Real Spills titled How I Got My Self Love Back. She did the hard work to rebuild her love for herself. Please take a minute to view it. He says 80% of life is not what happens, but how you react to it. Jeez, hold on, you all. This, this, I apologize, guys. 80% of life is not what happens, but how you react. The 20% is beyond your control. How you react to a situation can be just as deadly as the situation itself. He says we must remember the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit is not a get out of jail free card. That is absolutely true. Miss Lisa is talking about the African concept of Ubuntu. I am I am because we are. No man is an island by himself. Miss Lisa is saying, don't burn the bridges you might have to cross. Miss Lisa Karma is a god, the Hindu religion of India. He says that where the words come from. I practice Christianity. He says Google and reading books. All right, we got through all of the comments. Miss Lisa, I want to thank you, my sister. It is always a joy to collab with you and do videos and lives with you. It's never a dull moment. And I believe that today this was a great topic and a great show to have been able to do with you because of your genuineness and your authenticness and your originalness. I would never ever want to uh, tone that down on you. I always want you to always remember that when you come over here, I want you to turn it up and go free. But it has been a joy. I appreciate you doing this with me. Uh, I'm just ecstatic over it. Uh, so I want to really thank you and salute you, my sister, my friend, for agreeing to do this with me. I'm going to let Lisa come up, and if she has any final words, right after her final words, I'm going to end my live like I usually do, and then I'm going to let you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Come on, Lisa.
thank you again, my brother, for having me to be uh for pulling me in on this wonderful topic. I think it was a great topic. It was a great conversation. Um and I definitely enjoyed it. I didn't even know what I was gonna say, right? I really didn't know what I was gonna say, but the right words came
Right.
together, thank God for that. He always put the right words on my tongue, you know. I
Yes.
just thank you. I just thank you. I really enjoyed this. I really did. Uh and by you doing this, you done made me think of something else that we need to have conversations about, you know?
Okay.
Uh so I thanks for you opening the door, because yeah, it's other conversations that we need to have. And I definitely want to have them, Like I said, we
Yes.
got to be the ones that have the conversations that don't nobody want to have,
Exactly.
And sometimes, in the midst of the conversations, people gonna get mad. People gonna get into their feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
But that's
yes.
okay. That's okay. That comes with the territory. Cause like I say, when you're dealing with broken, hurt people, you're gonna get some chaos.
That's right.
Okay, you're gonna get some chaos because that's what's going on within them. You know what I mean? And
That's
so,
right.
and I thank you for allowing me to be me. I like to respect your channel though. That's why I always ask first
Of
because
course.
it's a respect thing. You don't never come on somebody else's territory trying to regulate. You know, so
Right.
I always ask first because it's always a respect thing. You know,
Absolutely.
you can't have a friend. You can't have friends if you don't respect. Y'all can't respect each other.
That's true.
You know, that's a hard thing to do. Y'all not friends. Y'all just using each other to see what y'all can get out of each other. That's basically what that
Hmm.
is. But when you call a friend, I know for me, when I call you a friend, oh, I respect you. I'm loyal. If you
Right.
need me, I'm gonna be there. You know,
Right.
that's just the way I get down. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yes.
because I'm like that, you know, uh, the minute that you cross me though, it's a wrap.
I
It's
know
a
that's
wrap
right.
because I don't take chances with people's friendship. When
Absolutely.
people put that loyalty and that trust in me, I don't play with it. I don't take it
Right.
lightly. you know. And so that I think that's where a problem comes in that for a lot of people. We take stuff lightly. We take everything lightly. We
Right.
just we take it like it's something that's supposed to happen, you know. And
Yeah.
that's not it. That's not how the world is. That's not how life is.
That's right.
Sorry to
Bust
dampen
that
your
bubble.
parade, but yeah, but that's not how it is. That's not how life is. I
That's
take
right.
evil friendship very seriously. Um, and like I said, when he need me, I'ma be here. Cause he do the same thing for me. Tari do too. And if Tari need me for something, he reach out to me, I'ma be there. You
That's
know?
right.
That's just how it is. Um, but that's what we gotta learn how to do. Respect each other. Respect take you a long way. It really do.
Yes.
But thanks again, Eagle, for having me on here. I appreciate it anytime. Anytime you want me on here, just let me know.
My pleasure. There's more that we're going to do together on here as well as on your channel. So as soon as I can figure those things out and some more topics and things, we're most certainly going to be over here just as much as I am over there on your channel. Oh, and
Okay.
by the way, before I forget, stop by Lisa Real Spills channel and subscribe to her channel. She has a wonderful channel. My sis, I don't really vouch for too many channels, But this one, Lisa Real Spills channel, I want you all to go by. She is such a blessing. She is has a lot of informative content over there. So go on over by there and hit the subscribe button for me to show her some support. And then we do a channel together called the Kitchen Table Talk. If you will, hit the subscribe button over there too as well to show more support for us over there on her channel and over here on Eagle Soaring High's channel. It has been fun. It has been great. I really loved the conversation and it was purposeful. And I really, whew, I can't wait to do more like this.
Like this.
You
Uh,
know, I want to
go
butt
ahead.
in just for a
Go
second.
ahead.
Come on, sis.
Uh,
Come on, sis.
you know, sometimes some people when you talk about certain things on your channels, right? Some people get mad
Uh-huh.
with you because you
Absolutely.
hit home,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm a person who, that we are people who don't get caught up into who's watching, who's not supporting, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Because the channels are still growing. See, we got some people that's been here, that's been on here, and they won't subscribe to my channel. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's okay
Yes.
because at the end of the day, our channels are still growing.
That's
And
right.
like I said
That's
before,
right.
some people aren't meant to be there. They just not, you
For
know.
sure.
Some
For
people
sure.
not meant to be there, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I don't look forward to
Yes.
everybody
Yes.
supporting me, you know. But and I'm saying this because some people do stuff and they think you don't see them. I see you.
Come on.
Come
Come
on.
I
on,
see you.
sis.
Come on, sis.
You know, and it's okay because guess what? At the end of the day, you're not God. You know what I mean? What you do, what you
That's
eat, don't
right.
make me shit.
That's right.
You know what I
Come
mean?
on.
So
Come on.
I don't get so caught up into that, but I do. Yeah, I let people know we see you, we see you. Because you got
Yes.
quite a few people that come to your to my channel. They bounce back and forth every now and then, you know,
Right.
Right.
and they not subscribed. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And yeah, I just say I see you. I don't call names and stuff out. I just let you know I see you.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
but at the end of the day, I put God first, not
Yes.
people,
Yes.
and that's why people don't affect me like that
That's right.
because God is my
That's right.
protector.
That's right.
And
That's
when you
right.
don't belong there, he gonna remove you anyway.
Come on now. Won't he do
Come
it?
on.
That's
Won't he
why a
do
lot
it?
of people gone that was there at first, they gone now. Because that's how the God that I know that I serve work. When you don't
Yes.
belong there, he gonna get you out the way anyway, because you're holding up progress.
Yes.
Yes.
You're trying to stop something and you can't stop nothing,
That's right.
That's right.
So that's just how that works. I love you, my brother. Thank you for having me here. And go ahead.
I
I'm
love you too, my
I
sister.
love you.
Also, if you will, if you will join me at 6 o'clock for my Discovering Your Purpose series through Rick Warren's book, The Purpose Driven Life. If you all that will stop by, and I'll be back on about 6 o'clock. Uh, if there's nothing else, Terry, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate both you and Lisa being here. You all are so wonderful. and amazing. And you that's been in the clouds and in the bushes, I love and appreciate you all. I know some of you have come and some of you have gone throughout the course of the live, but I want you to know that I love you. I appreciate you. Both me and Lisa love you and appreciate your support and coming by. And if there is nothing else, well, I want to tell you to get ready and fly. Spread your wings and begin to fly. Fly above all negative things, all obstacles, all tricks, all traps. Fly over every lie, fly over every rumor, fly over every false narrative. Fly high up in the sky. Fly now, fly above all storms and trials and every tribulation. Fly high now, fly and soar right into your victory. Soar right into your victory. Why? Because the Bible says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as an eagle. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Well, I thank all of you. I thank Lisa, Associate Minister, the Bush Babies, the Cloud Babies. I thank all of you for showing up today. It has been a time. It has been enjoyable. If you can, like I said, will you stop by at 6 o'clock for the Discovering Your Purpose? We love you. We appreciate you all. We send in virtual hugs, virtual love, and brotherly and sisterly kisses out to you right now. May God bless you. May He keep you. And may His love forever shine upon you. I will see you back here at 6 o'clock. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day.